It wasn't until you stayed over at the school beauty's house that you finally discovered this cold, untouchable white moonlight in the hearts of every guy at school was actually a yandere with an insanely possessive obsession for you. Not only did she secretly slip sleeping pills into your water, but in the middle of the night she crawled to your bedside like a lovesick girl, and even after you left, she was still hugging your jacket, breathing it in like she was lost in a storm. And all of this started on that rainy day when you just happened to forget your umbrella. Outside the window, dark clouds gathered as heavy rain poured down. You'd just finished cleaning duty when you realized your umbrella was missing from your bag. The classroom was empty now, except for you and the school flower, Su Qianqian, who was still buried in her books. Chen, you didn't bring an umbrella. Her clear, pleasant voice suddenly sounded beside you. You awkwardly scratched your hair and could only nod stiffly. If you don't mind, you can come home with me. I brought an umbrella. The moment those words left her mouth, your scalp went numb. Without even thinking, you waved your hands frantically, refusing like crazy. Being her desk mate for a whole year, you'd already been blocked and warned plenty of times by her admirers. If word got out that you two shared an umbrella, how were you supposed to survive college? But Su Qianqian didn't give you any room to refuse. She simply pulled out her phone and waved it at you. The weather forecast clearly showed the heavy rain wouldn't stop until 1 or 2 in the morning. With no choice left, you reluctantly agreed with a helpless look on your face. Unexpectedly, Su Qianqian licked her lips, the corner of her mouth curving into a meaningful smile. Don't be polite, we're desk mates after all. Next, the two of you walked side by side through the pouring rain. Your heart was pounding like a drum because the distance between you was way too intimate. Su Qianqian's shoulder was pressed tightly against yours, and most of the umbrella was tilted toward your side. To anyone watching, this scene looked exactly like a couple. You got scared and quickly tried to step aside. We're a little too close. But instead of pulling back, she stretched out her slender arm and wrapped it around yours like a vine. You tried hard to pull away, but found you couldn't break free at all. Seeing that most of her body was getting soaked by the rain, you kindly reminded her, move the umbrella more toward the middle. Instead, she clung even tighter. It's fine if I get wet. I'll just take a shower when I get home. I'm holding it like this because I'm afraid you'll get rained on. Seeing your face turn as red as a monkey's butt, she couldn't help teasing you. Chen, why is your face so red? Are you shy? As a grown guy, you couldn't take this kind of flirting. You steeled your heart, stopped dodging, and suddenly pressed closer to her instead. The two of you instantly stuck together tightly, with almost no space between you. Su Qianqian let out a soft murmur, a flash of surprise in her eyes, followed immediately by a sly, triumphant smile on her face. And so the two of you walked strangely close like that through the torrential rain. But who could have guessed that halfway there, when you wanted her to turn left toward your house, Su Qianqian acted like she didn't hear you and stubbornly pulled you to the right, heading in the completely opposite direction. You panicked and shouted, "Wrong way!" But she breathed lightly, her cheeks flushed. "My clothes are completely soaked. You have to let me go home and change first, right? What if I catch a cold?" Looking at her drenched half body, all the words in your throat got stuck. You couldn't refute a single thing. A few minutes later, Su Qianqian familiarly led you to the entrance of a luxury apartment building. In the elevator, you finally couldn't hold back and patted her, signaling her to let go. But she just hummed softly, her tone full of displeasure. "Why? Do you really hate it when I touch you?" You got scared and quickly explained with wild hand gestures, terrified of being labeled as some kind of scumbag. "Heh, you'll get used to it later," Su Qianqian said, dropping this meaningful line before swiping open the door. "Come in and rest for a bit. You look tired too." Su Qianqian took off her wet shoes, revealing her snow-white feet. "Better not. I'll get the floor dirty and trouble your parents." You hurriedly waved your hands to refuse. "It's fine. Come in and sit. My mom and dad are always abroad and barely come back once a year." As she spoke, Su Qianqian pulled out a pair of slippers from the shoe cabinet and tossed them at your feet. "Drink some water first. Thanks for walking so far with me. You must be tired too." Unable to resist her warm invitation, you finally changed into the slippers and stepped inside, still muttering to yourself in your heart, these spare slippers fit surprisingly well." The moment you walked in, Su Qianqian closed the door behind you. a victorious, eerie smile clearly appearing on her face. You sat stiffly on the soft sofa, your hands rubbing nervously back and forth on your legs. Drink some water first. Don't be nervous. Just treat it like your own home. She brought over a cup of warm water and placed it on the table. You don't have to be so polite. You should go change your clothes quickly, or just give me the umbrella and I'll head out myself. You scratched your head awkwardly, your ears burning hot. Right now, Su Qianqian's clothes were half soaked, creating this alluring, tempting sight right in front of you. You really couldn't handle it and just wanted to escape this dangerous place as fast as possible. Hey, you're getting shy again. Su Qianqian saw right through your embarrassment and teased you with a smile. You were instantly speechless. Yeah, you really were shy. What hot-blooded young guy could withstand such a steamy scene, especially when you were still a virgin who'd never dated? After Su Qianqian went into the bedroom, she soon came back out. I have some bad news and then even worse news. Which one do you want to hear first? Your heart sank as an ominous feeling rose inside you. Tell me the bad one first. This umbrella of mine is broken. It can't be used at all. Your heart dropped even further as you flipped the umbrella over and over. The fabric was torn, and when you tried to open it, the frame snapped halfway. Damn it, why did you give me something broken? You roared internally. What's the even worse news? You held your forehead inside. The rain is going to keep pouring until tomorrow morning, so I can't lend you this umbrella either, or I won't have one for school tomorrow. Then, what am I supposed to do? You panicked instantly. With the rain coming down like a waterfall outside, running back was impossible. I have a solution, Su Qianqian said as she walked into the room and quickly brought out a set of clean pajamas. You can just stay here tonight. Hearing this, you were completely stunned, staring at her blankly like you'd been struck by lightning. Stay here? But this really was the only option right now. Your parents were out of town anyway. Still, ever since your umbrella went missing and you ended up trapped at her house, something felt really off. The whole thing was too coincidental, like someone had planned it on purpose. So, have you thought it over? Su Qianqian's voice interrupted your thoughts. All right, then I'll have to trouble you tonight. I'll buy you breakfast tomorrow morning. With no other choice, you could only steel yourself and agree. The moment she got your confirmation, Su Qianqian's beautiful eyes lit up, a trace of wild joy flashing in their depths. Good. The guest room is right next to the bathroom. I'll go shower first, then I'll call you. With that, she turned and walked into the bathroom. At this point, you felt a bit thirsty, so you picked up the cup of water on the table and took a sip. Why does it feel a little hot? You frowned, poured out the rest, and poured yourself a fresh cup of cold water, drinking it down in one go. In the bathroom, warm water streamed over her snow-white skin. Su Qianqian hummed a little tune, unable to hide the joy in her eyes. I finally brought him home. Trembling slightly from excitement, Su Qianqian couldn't help recalling every moment of the past year or so with you. The first time you met, when you shyly said hello, the orange-flavored candy you handed her. Every time she bent down, you'd reach out to protect the corner of the desk. Whenever she felt down, you could always sense it and comfort her gently. She had fallen hopelessly in love with your gentleness, but she also hated your gentleness, hated that it wasn't hers alone. She hated everyone who got to share even a little of that gentleness. Chen can only belong to me. Knock, knock, knock. Not long after, there was a knock at the door. You got up to open it, only to be greeted by an eye-searing scene. I'm done showering. Your turn. Su Qianqian smiled gently and sweetly, looking just like a virtuous wife who had drawn a bath for her husband. You got scared and quickly stepped back, turning your face away, not daring to look any longer. Hurry and put this on so you don't catch a cold. In your panic, you handed her your own school uniform jacket. Su Qianqian took the jacket and was about to tease you some more, but you bolted into the bathroom like a startled rabbit. This reaction is really cute, she thought. Su Qianqian hugged your jacket tightly, the warmth of your body still lingering on it. When she lowered her head, her eyes became dazed and obsessed. She buried her face deep into the jacket and took a big, greedy sniff. That mix of laundry detergent and your unique scent rushed into her nose. She inhaled it ravenously, completely intoxicated, like a cat that had caught the scent of catnip. She only reluctantly lifted her head once your scent on the jacket gradually faded, replaced by her own. Meanwhile, you in the bathroom had no idea what kind of violation your jacket was going through. You casually picked up the body wash, which supposedly contained some special plant extract. Using it would make your whole body feel hot and your head dizzy. Does Su Qianqian usually use this? You hesitated for a moment, but eventually put the body wash back. But when you were ready to get dressed, you realized your clothes were gone. You suddenly remembered that in your rush earlier, you'd left them outside. You carefully cracked open the bathroom door, checked that no one was in the hallway, then slipped out wearing only a bath towel around your waist for cover. If Su Qianqian's sleepwear hadn't been so shocking and caused your brain to short-circuit, you wouldn't have forgotten your clothes and ended up in this embarrassing situation. Before today, you might have just called out to Su Qianqian to bring your clothes, but now you didn't dare. First, you'd already sensed that Su Qianqian's feelings for you weren't normal. They weren't friendship or simple love, but something more complicated. Second, you could smell that body wash scent on her, and she'd used quite a lot of it. You tiptoed along the wall toward the living room, afraid of alerting Su Qianqian inside. The pajamas were supposed to be on the living room sofa, but the moment you reached the living room, you froze. The sofa was completely empty. The pajamas had vanished without a trace, as if they'd never been there. Chen, why are you wandering around the living room instead of showering? Just then, a voice